Yeah, N5BE W5OG.
W5OG N5B. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, Lee. I was wondering is this a new copy of NetLogger that you've started since you had those troubles yesterday?
Yeah, I'm rebuilding it, Dale. So I'm asking for some patience. It's going to look a little different until I get it back to where it was. So right now I've got a working, I'll call it a working copy, and I got to rebuild it all. And Mike and I are working on that, Dale.
Oh, okay. I noticed that nothing came up when you put in my call. I'd be glad to help with that, but I'll just stand by. I'll go keep hands off and let you work it out there if you want, Lee.
Oh no, Dale. If you want to, from your NetLogger memory that you have there, if you want to, make that entry proper, please do so, and then I'll go ahead and copy it so that it saves it on my machine.
All right, I'll attempt to make it look better here at least. We'll see how that works out. You let me know if you want anything changed. I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna delete that line and put in the W5OG and see if it fills in all the info there, Lee.
Excellent. I would appreciate that, Dale. And if anyone else pops up that way, could you update it on your machine? And then when it shows up on NetLogger, I will correspondingly update mine with the correct info, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no worries.
Good morning, Dale. K1BOB W5OG, copy all. Thanks, guys. And Flyers Club will begin in 11 minutes. Flyers in 11 minutes on the hour. This is K1BOB.
Yeah, good morning, Bob. Yeah, no problem. I'll bring in Don if he shows up on Echo Link. W5OG, stand by for the net.
Roger, roger. Thank you, Dale. This is Kilo 1. Bravo Oscar Bravo for the Air Force Flyers Club Net. The net will begin in 7 minutes on the hour, 1500 Zulu. K1BOB standing by for the net.
Good morning, Bob. K1BOB, KG5, PTE.
KG5, PTE. Good morning, James. And yeah, your nice S8 or maybe a little bit better. K1BOB, thanks. We'll get you checked in.
Copy that. You're about the same, Bob. Standing by for now.
K1BOB W5ABI. I'm copying you only about a 5 to a 7, Bob. Over.
Good morning, Joe. Yeah, well, if short's not that good, I guess you're a 5'8" here, about a 5'8" here, Joe, but perfectly copyable.
Okay, Bob, you just came up to 10. Things are going to be better. Thanks for the report. W5ABI, standing by the net.
It is what it is, and you can't fool Mother Nature. K1BOB. Good morning, Joe.
Dale, W5OG, KG5PT, are you in here?
Yeah, good morning, James. KG5PTE, W5OG.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to you through the CR. So let me ask you something. If I log into NetLogger and I right-click on your name after I'm logged in, do I right-click and do I say log contact? Is that how I do this?
Now you right-click on the call sign that you want to add to your database, and then go down to the bottom to the thing is Add Update Club Info. The line that says Add Update Club Info, and click on that, James. Over.
Okay. I'm gonna wait because Leon is rebuilding NetLogger, but once he does it, I'm gonna log in as a logger. And I'm going to do that with your name just to test it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to start building up a little database for the 40-meter net. KG5, standing by.
Air Force Flyers Club begins in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes. This is Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo. W7AJN, good morning, John. We've got you. Good morning. This is Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo, and welcome to the Flyers Club Net. My name is Bob. I'm located north of Boise in the state of Idaho. I'll be your net controller this morning. This net begins, excuse me, at 1600 Z UTC during winter hours. Savings time, and 1500 this time of year during daylight savings time. So 1500 UTC every day of the year. The Flyers Club meets on this frequency, usually always 14290 or thereabouts, as much as we can. You can watch our live stream on YouTube, care of K4YDB. You can watch it on YouTube. Go to YouTube search. Put in K4YDB live stream, and you can bring up Charlie's Flex radio. You can listen on his radio with a slight delay, and you can see the question of the day, which he's already posted on there, so you can start talking to your parrot and try to figure out, divine an answer for today's question. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, it's a softball, as they all say. That's when I get them wrong. Okay, you can visit our website at www.airforcesflyersclub.org. Our website again is airforcesflyersclub.org. Learn a lot more about us, and if you'd like to join, you think you're qualified, fill out an application online. We'd love to have you. You don't need to be involved with the military or aviation, for that matter, to check in. We'd like to have you check in just the same. Great. Okay, our net format is to go once down the initial check-in list, as it's showing on NetLogger at this time. If you're familiar with NetLogger, you can see where you're at in the line. So we'll go down the initial list, make a second call for check-in, and go to a 73 round to complete the net. Please try and limit your comments to about 2 minutes. We do have another net that comes in about an hour and a half or less. So keep that in mind. This is a directed net. To contact net control, please use the word contact, relay, info, or check-in is required. We're a national net in scope, utilizing relays across the country. We're bound to get you in one way or another. Feel free to try to check in if you get in here late, in the middle of it, go ahead, try to give a call in when you can, when there's a break, and we'll get you on the list. With that, so far on the list this morning, this is once again K1BOB here, your net controller for Mondays. Next on the list at this time, I don't have any mobiles yet. We'll see what happens. So we have N5BE, that's Lee, who's been working NetLogger, along with Dale this morning due to some technical difficulties they're working through. So thank you, Lee and Dale. And next on the list is Dale. He is our vice commander and a net controller also. That is W5OG. Thank you for the help this morning, Dale, and bringing in Don if he pokes his head. Okay, after that we have Ray up in Petersburg, New Jersey. That's WB2JJO. Good morning to Ray. After that, we have the aforementioned K4YDB, who's running a YouTube show this morning, and you can see and hear it all on there, actually. If you don't want to listen to an SDR site somewhere, or if you don't, in the case that you don't have your own radio there. So, but you probably already have that figured out if you're listening to me. So, good morning to Charlie. K4YDB, thank you for all you do, Charlie. And next we have Harold in Marietta, Ohio. That's Kilo Bravo 8, Romeo Uniform Mike. Good morning, sir. After that, we have in Las Cruces, Whiskey 5, Alpha Bravo India. And of course, that's Joe with usually a big signal down there always. Good morning to you, Joe. And after that, we have Russ in Washington. I may need help with Russ. He's pretty close to me. That's K8AF. I do manage to hear you most days directly here, Russ. So good morning to you. After that, we have Bob, and that is NX6RG. Bob from Pleasanton, California. Good morning, Professor Bob. Next, we have James in Belton, Texas. Kilo Golf 5 PTE. He's one of our Tuesday net controllers on 40 meters that we do once a week. And good morning to you, James. After that, we have John. A good copy on you, John, this morning. Whiskey 7 Alpha Juliet November in Peoria, Arizona. After that, we have King Queen 6 Echo. Sounds like a deck of cards, and that is Mike in Anthem, Arizona. Good morning to you, Mike. Hope you get your pool and stuff figured out there. And we have listening our treasurer, our admissions officer, and longtime net controller who's getting ready to move. That is John, who's receive only, I see. John is in Hamul, California, still moving to Florida, maybe via way of Chicago, I think. But that's WA6LJS. Good morning to you, John. Glad you're listening. Hope to get you on Echolink afterwards. And then last on the list this morning, we have Mike in Belton, Texas, who joins us regularly, one way or another, and that's KJ5, India Alpha India. Good morning to you, Mike. This is Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo, and I'll take any other check-ins. Are there any other check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club Net? Any other check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club Net? Please come now. Call sign, name, and location. Okay, nothing heard. Let's try Dale of the big station in Texas, W5OG. Dale, would you give a call out, please?
I will do, Bob. This is Whiskey 5, Oscar Golf, relaying for net control, taking check-ins to that SDR. This is W5OG, taking check-ins, relaying for net control. Members or guests, call now. Yeah, all quiet here, Bob. Back to net, W5OG.
Yeah, Roger. Thank you, Dale. K1BOB. And well, let's try, where can we go to? Let's try Joe, W5ABI. Joe, would you give a call out from Las Cruces, please?
Yeah, this is W5ABI relaying for net control. We're looking for check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club. Members or guests. Check in now. Over. All quiet here, Bob. W5ABI.
Okay, very good. I did hear W5TIX. Clifford, good morning. Good signal here, Cliff. Are you mobile? Good morning. Yeah, I see you're mobile. Very good, Cliff. You're at the top of the list. This is K1BOB, and thank you, Joe, for putting the call out. You did bring in Cliff. You didn't know it, though. So skip is what it is. Not real good short, but better long for me here. The Ogden, Utah SDR works pretty darn good, the SDR2. But you may not hear me on that. Just a warning. Don't tell me you didn't hear me on Ogden, because I'm very close to Ogden, so it's going to skip right over. If you can get maybe the one in Georgia there, or you can get me on Charlie's radio, usually pretty good, but it does have a delay. So choose your poison. This is K1BOB. With that, does anyone require an early out? Does anybody require an early out? Let me know now, and they'll move you up on top of the list. Okay, well, nothing heard then. We're going to proceed. We have a question of the day usually for you new folks. And today's question is posted on Charlie's YouTube stream. You've probably seen it there for a few minutes now. And I also posted it on the AIM window on NetLogger, so you can see it there. You might want to cut and paste it out of there and put it into your word processor or notebook or something, and make a little more sense. It's hard to read because you can't break it up. So anyway, here is the question of the day. I'm going to give it to you over the air also. And here we go. Here's a little preamble to the question. President Trump, and Charlie, don't worry, you don't need the blue light me. President Trump's potential acceptance of a Boeing 747-8 aircraft from Qatar as a temporary Air Force One has sparked ethical, security, and legal debate. President Trump has been citing the old age of the current Air Force Ones, of which there are 2 747s, and the fact that Boeing is 2 years late on delivery of a new Air Force One. I'll say that again. President Trump's potential acceptance of a Boeing 747-8 aircraft from Qatar as a temporary Air Force One has sparked ethical, security, and legal debate. President Trump has been citing the old age of the current Air Force One and the fact that Boeing is 2 years late on delivery of a new Air Force One. So here is the one simple question for the day. Well, maybe not that simple. It could be more than one answer. You decide. I'll give you credit for both. How old are the current two 747-200Bs Air Force One aircraft? How old are our current 747-200B aircraft currently being used as the primary for the president? How old are they? Okay, is it Alpha? 25 years. 25 years. Is it answer Bravo? 35 years. Are they 35 years old? Is it answer Charlie? 38 years. 38 years. Is it answer Delta? One is 40 years old and one's 41 years old. Is it Delta? 40 and 41 years old. Or is the answer Echo? 42 years old. You might have heard the president say that at one time. This is K1BOB. Break. Okay, K1BOB for Air Force flyers. Are there any late check-ins? Any late check-ins that would like to come in the net at this time? Please come now. Call sign, name, and location. Okay, nothing further heard for check-ins. Does anybody need me to repeat the question?
Info.
Go ahead, Charlie. I copied somebody way down there before you came in. Go, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to let you. I copied somebody trying to check in.
Okay, anybody copy that check-in just prior to Charlie?
That was K2SJP, W780.
Okay, K2SJP, very, very light here today, Bob. We got you logged in though. I'm not sure what you're using today. Not sure if an amp's on or what, but very, very light here. Bob, you want to give it a try again? K2SJP, K1BOB. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, K1BOB. This is K2SJP. Yeah, the propagation is terrible. I think we'll be one and done, Bob, and we'll just listen into the net. So we'll say 73, everybody. I can hardly hear anybody. K2SJP, back to net control.
Okay, Bob. Well, I certainly get you that time. You're an S9 and a little over S9, so I don't know. Don't be too quick to leave. How about I give you a call further down the net? I'll leave you towards the end. We'll see if things get better. Do what you want to do. If you're not there, you're not there, and we get it. Very good, Bob. Glad to have you on board for a while, hopefully. K1BOB, did anybody need me to repeat any part of that question? Okay, well, let's proceed down the list as I see it on NetLogger. Number one on the list is Uncle Cliff, somewhere in Texas, mobile most likely. Yeah, you're mobile. W5PIX. Cliff, I hope you can hear me. I heard you earlier pretty well. W5PIX. It's your turn, Cliff. Okay, Uncle Cliff, good to hear you this morning. You're just fine, S4, S5 here in Idaho. So got you down for answer alpha. Cliff says it's answer alpha this morning. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next on the list, and that would be Lee, who we're keeping busy this morning and had computer issues. And anyway, we're getting through it there, Lee, between you and Dale. Keep up the great work, gentlemen. N5BE, take it away, Lee. Your turn.
Yeah, K1BOB N5BE. Well, conditions have really deteriorated, so I'm going to keep it short, Bob. I can barely hear you now, and I'm struggling between SDRs. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to give you the answer. I like the question because it's topical, and especially since the 747-8 is out of production now. So now what do you do? So I guess you go get a Qatari airplane? Not sure. All right, I'm going Bravo. Bravo's my answer, Bob, and we'll see how that turns out. And yeah, I'm trying to keep up with that logger here. It's a lot of fun, guys. K1BOB N5BE. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, very good, Lee. Copied answer Bravo for Lee. So we got an Alpha and a Bravo, and yeah, you start to fade out in there also there, Leon. So thanks for all you do for the club and running the net on Sunday. Okay, next let's go to our Vice Commander, Dale, helping out with NetLogger and watching out for Don if he comes in. W5OG. Good morning, Dale.
Yeah, good morning there, Bob, and good morning to all on the net. W5OG. I'm struggling to make some sense of NetLogger. It's a bit difficult when the two of us are working together here. And anyway, I hope that you can get your version there straightened out there, Lee. And I see you're working on it now. So anyway, I'm sure we'll get it sorted out between the two of us here. Interesting question, and you know, here we're I guess I should probably not give an answer here, Bob. I was there at Andrews this time period, but it really boils down. You might clarify. Do you mean when it came into service, when it was delivered to the Air Force, or when the aircraft was actually first flown, for example? That would give us a better indication of what year you're looking for. But I'm going to pass on the answer because, like I say, I was there. If I'll give a clue though, I retired in August of '89 from Andrews, and the airplanes had not been delivered. Anyway, that's it. But I'll not put an answer in there, Bob. Back to net, and I'll be here at the bottom. W5OG.
Okay, very good, Dale. Dale was the Vice Wing Commander for the unit that supports Air Force One, so he's probably been on it a few times there. Maybe met George Bush Sr., perhaps. Maybe not. We'll see. I'll explain all this. So thank you, Dale, for holding off on that. And you were there a while back, weren't you? Yeah, well, how time flies for all of us. Okay, let's go. I'll move the antenna a little bit here to try to help out and get WB2JJO. And I'm looking up towards you, Ray. Good morning, Ray. What's new in Petersburg? You're up, sir. WB2JJO, copied all that, Ray. You're coming in well into Ogden and not quite as well here, but that's to be expected. But I got you all on my radio here. We have you down for Answer Bravo. Answer Bravo. Sounds good to you. Very good. Let's see. Speaking of Charlie, I better move my antenna, and it's a moving here. And don't want to move it too fast. It's so cold out. Went down to freezing last night. So let's bring in Charlie. K4, YDB. Charlie, thank you very much for the YouTube live stream this morning. Sure helps folks out. Gives them a head start. K1BOB over to K4 YDB. Good morning, sir.
K1BOB, K4 YDB. Well, thanks for that, Bob. Morning, and morning to all the flyers out there and all the visitors that we have out there. Let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I'll come around to it. Anyway, right now it's about 78 degrees here. Supposed to get up into the upper 80s today, but it is muggy outside right now because we had rain this morning. It wasn't a heavy rain, but we had thunder off in the distance, and that's about all we got as far as thunder goes and bad weather. I did manage to get some grass mowed. I got to do some more work out there on some dry stuff because I got a problem with the camper and I need to move it. But as far as the question goes, man, I have no clue. But so I'm just going to go with Charlie because that's in my name too. So I will Charlie out. K1BOB, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, K4YDB, good signal here, Charlie. And Charlie says Charlie, so we'll put Charlie down for Charlie there on the net logger. I'm trying to make sense of it. It looks like, well, anyway, thank you, Charlie. And I've got your grade here. You're doing okay. Next, we're going to go to Harold in Ohio. And Harold, I was looking at your call sign a second ago, and it disappeared on NetLogger. Some text in there now, but I know it ended in RUM. So our Ohio station, Harold, that ends in Romeo Uniform Mike. Go ahead, Harold. Good morning, sir. Anybody here, Harold? Dale, would you give him a try? We're looking for KB8 RUM.
Yeah, Kilo Bravo 8, Romeo Uniform Mike. If you're there, Harold, you're up for the net. There, W5OG relay. He's talking. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead, Harold, W5OG. All right, not real strong, but I am hearing you, Harold. So thanks for joining us this morning, and I'll just pass along 7.3s to you and come back. We're in here every day of the year. So 7.3s, and we'll come join us when you can. KB8 RUM and W5OG, and back to net.
Okay, thank you, Dale. I was able to copy Harold there. We got you on the Ogden SDR, and I got you here at home, and I aimed towards you better because I was aimed down south before. So very good. Feel free to join us anytime, Harold. Glad to have you, sir. Okay, next it's time to go out to Joe in the city of Crosses in New Mexico. Whiskey 5, Alpha Bravo, India. Joe, good morning. You're up, sir, for the net. What do you think?
Yeah, K1BOB and the Flyers, W5ABI. You're kind of dipping down to about F5, Bob, but we're copying you, and I can't copy you on the Utah FDR. You're too close. I'm going to have to get on Georgia here if the signals get lower. Anyhow, good morning to you and all the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. It's currently 76, only going up to 83 today. We're supposed to have 98 at the end of the week, so who knows. Clear blue skies, but we're still getting that high wind, and the flowing dust. So it's been a different spring here, not normal. We've had high winds for about 2 months, which is not typical. We usually get it off and on for a little bit, but not like this. But anyhow, everything's surviving here. Let me see, we got the little pool drains. Guy's supposed to fill it up with crushed rock this week, and then we're having a custom deck built over it. So we'll make use of that space. No more maintenance. Hi. Anyhow, we're getting a little too old for it anyhow. And your question, I'm going to be different. I'm going to go with Delta. Delta's my answer, and we'll be here to the bottom. The K1BOB W5ABI.
W5ABI, Joe, yeah, you dropped down off to about a 3 or a 4, but my noise level's below an S2 usually here, so no problem copying all of that at all. I've got a question for you. How high is your hex beam? You probably told us one time, but you've got a nice picture of it in showing from the back of your house on your website there, and it sure looks sturdy down there, but it's not too high. I think you have it higher now, don't you?
Yeah, it's about 15 feet, but we're sitting on 4,100 feet elevation with no obstacles. There's a valley below us that goes almost to Albuquerque. So anyhow, I'm taking advantage of the high altitude, over.
Roger, you got a good takeoff angle. I can see that looking out straight out from the back there. That's a good picture you did. Yeah, Roger on the pool, copy that. I think that'll be nice, the way you have that set up out there. Okay, and you got something to talk about, that hex beam, when you have friends over. Well, next we're going to try to go to Russ, K8 Air Force, K8AF, in Ellensburg, Washington. Russ, good morning, sir. You're up for the Flyers Club Net. What do you think about all this?
K8AF, you're up, Russ. W5OG relay.
Foxtrot.
K8AF, you're up for Russ. W5OG relay. I would hear him, Bob. W5OG.
Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm listening on an SCR, so thank you, Dale. We'll try to get you second time around if we can, Russ. But good morning if you can hear me. Next, let's try to go out to the professor out there in Pleasanton. November X-ray 6, Romeo Golf. Good morning, Bob. You're up for the Flyers.
Good morning, Bob. K1BOB in the group. This is NX6 retractable gear. Good morning, Bob. Good morning to all the Flyers. Beautiful day here in Northern California. Blue skies, sunshine, and I think it's going up to about 80 today. So going to be a great day. Well, that's an interesting question. I think the last 707. I mean, one of those went to the Reagan Library. So I'm thinking President Bush 41 was the first president to fly on the 747 Air Force Ones. So that would be about 35 years ago. So I think answer Bravo is what you can put me down for. And we'll see how that works out. But I'm pretty sure that he was the first president to fly on the current Air Force One. And the 707, the last one, I think went to the Reagan Library. So anyway, answer Bravo will be my choice. Signal conditions pretty rough out here today. I copied Bob, K2SJP, quite well. And copied Dale very well. And Joe, W5ABI, came in pretty well. But, other signals are not doing so great this morning. So challenging conditions, I guess, with the recent solar activity. Anyway, I think I'll be one and done. And I'll listen out for the answer, and we'll be on the air tomorrow. K1BOB, this is NX6RG.
NX6RG, K1BOB. Copied all that, Bob. Thank you very much. We got you down for Answer Bravo with a one and done. Yeah, the short skip isn't too hot between us. Had your S3, but I could hear everything. So very good, Bob. Well, have a great day. Thank you for joining us this morning. Next, we're going to go out to Belton, Texas, and that's James. KG5 PTE. KG5 PTE. James, good morning again. You're up.
Fine business there, Bob. K1BOB, KG5PT. Well, Michael Leatherwood, KJ5II, my neighbor, he texted me some stuff, and he put on the AIM window here Alpha for his answer. So if you guys, if y'all guys want to put him down for Alpha, I'm going to follow his lead. I'm going to go Alpha. And if y'all want to put Michael down at line 22, he's receive only, he says Alpha too. So I'm going to break from the lemmings, and I'm going to go Alpha for this answer. Anyway, I am logged in as a logger, Dale, if you're listening, and I have been right-clicking on the names and adding them to my contacts, but I haven't done anything else. So saving this for that 40-meter net for tomorrow night. And I got to come up with a question of the day, and I may reach out to Leon N5BE for a question for tomorrow night, because I've been pretty busy and haven't had time to think of one. So I may send Leon an email today, and if he's listening and he wants to just send me one, that'll be fine for tomorrow night. But I'm looking forward to running the net tomorrow night too as well. So thanks for running the net, Bob, and put me down for Alpha. And I'll see that's already up there. Okay, great. Get fine business on that. And I'll catch you on the 73 round and Echo Link. K1BOB, KG5PC, back to net.
KG5 PTE, copied all that, James. A little help from your friends there, Mike. So we got Mike in for an A showing already. We've got you down for an A, along with some famous people like Clifford. Clifford had an A also, I believe, this morning. That's what I wrote down, yes. So that can go in the net logger, too. So we can watch the lemming lines grow here. As we go out to Peoria, Arizona, and we're looking for John. Whiskey 7, Alpha, Juliet, November. W7AJN. Good morning, John. What do you think about all this, sir?
K1BOB W7AJN. Good morning, Bob, and good morning to all the flyers out there on the net. Yeah, conditions are going up and down. Just on your transmission, you started out strong, and by the end of your last transmission, you were down about a 3. So you've been between a 9 and a 3 all morning. Anyway, had a good birthday party yesterday afternoon for my great grandson, and Michaela baked the cake and decorated, and it was beautiful. So Michaela's doing fine, and Susan was there too, was enjoying it too. So both the girls are doing fine right now. Let's see, it's 73 degrees right now, and it's totally sunny. Went up to 92. Beautiful day in paradise. On your question, Bob, I'm going to go with Bravo. Bravo, 35 years. Bravo's my answer, and I'll be here for the bottom. K1BOB W7AJN.
W7AJN, very good, John. We get you down for a solid Bravo there, and the girls are doing well and having cake too. So good on you guys there. But remember, it's not me going up and down. It is Mother Nature making me go up and down. K1BOB here. Next, we're going to move north of you. That's up to Mike and Anthem. King Queen 6 Echo. Mike, what do you think about all this? You're up, sir. Good morning.
K1BOB in the group, strange reception today. Oh boy, you were bounding in earlier, but very copyable now. But hopefully you're copying. As John says, it's 74 here in Atlanta today, going up to 92. We've got another doctor's appointment for the XYL this morning, but she had surgery on Friday, so we're just down to 85. But it is what it is. On the question, interesting stuff. I was on the San Francisco Airport noise roundtable for 8 years, and on staff, we had
King Queen 6 Echo, very good, Mikey. I caught all that. You went down, and just like me, you're going up and down, but towards the end there, you finished with ruffles and flourishes up to an S7, so that's pretty good. And we've got you down for Bravo with some insider information there. Very good. Got Mike down for Bravo. Well, we got a pretty good Bravo line here, too. Well, let's see. We're going to try to give Bob a call out in Florida again, in Lutz, or holiday, wherever, maybe on the road. K2SJP. Bob, did you hang in there? You still there? You're up, sir.
K1BOB, this is K2SJP. I obeyed my commander and I stood in. And I'm here. But the propagation is absolutely horrible. This is a repeat performance from about 10 days ago because NX6RG Bob is almost 30 over 9. He is solid copy, stronger than even Dale. Dale is only about a 5x5, and he's the next strongest signal. So most signals I can't even hear. When James came in there, I could not hear him. I have the SDR working, and I'm just not hearing any stations on them. So it's pretty bad. We got 85 degrees over here in Tampa Bay. And Bob, I need a clarification on the question. I'm looking at it here on the AIM window. You're saying how old are the original Air Force Ones? Well, do you mean when was it completed by Boeing, or when was it first flown by the first president that got it? In other words, when it was put into service. Are you able to give me an answer on that? Go ahead.
Roger. Well, the question was, how old are the current two 747-200 Bravos? And you can answer either. I will accept either, actually. And two other people have kind of made mention of this. But when it was delivered to Bush Sr., the delivery date when first used by the president or delivered to the president, or it could be the delivery date to the Air Force that had to do all the communications, the hardening, and all the upgrades, which actually took a couple of years. So either will do.
Okay, yeah, I got the clarification. You're very weak, but I can just hear you over it. So my answer will be Bravo, 35 years, although the aircraft is 38 years old. So my answer will be Bravo. So we'll be here till the end now, and let's hope propagation picks up a little bit. We ought to get you, Bob, NX6RG as a net controller also. You got a fantastic signal with that dipole. I can't believe you're only using a dipole out there in San Francisco area. Back to you, Bob. K1BOB, K2SJP will be here till the end.
Okay, Bob.
November 6th, India, Golf Victor.
My wife calls me weak too, but it is definitely long skip today. I'm hearing you fine. I had a hard time. Bob's pretty close to me. Some days I heard him 20 over also, so you can't fool Mother Nature. Just remember that. Okay, thank you, Bob. We get you down for a Bravo and probably a Charlie, and that's good. Okay, let's try WX7, Lima Lima. That's Art, New River, Whiskey 7, Lima Lima. Art, good morning.
He turned it back, said bravo, Bob.
Yeah, I caught Bravo. He totally faded out of me there, Art. Thank you, Dale. So we'll leave WX7 Lima Lima for now. Conditions are what they are. And let's try New Mexico. Albuquerque, that's Jim. King Juliet 5, Charlie Papa Foxtrot. KJ 5, CPS. Jim, if you're there, you're up for the Flyers. Any comments for us today, sir?
Well,
Jim, you faded out of me. Dale, did you copy him?
Yeah, he was good, strong, and then he dropped way down. I don't know what happened, but I'm barely copying him, Bob. And I did not get the answer.
Okay, no problem. Oh, Jim in Albuquerque, KJ5, CPF, you've fallen victim to propagation like all of us are this morning. I appreciate you checking in with us, sir. So please come back again when we have a better propagation day. It's been like this lately. Well, let's try another, Jim, in Red Rock, Arizona. KJ7, KNW, KJ7, KNW, James in Red Rock, Arizona. You're up. Good morning.
Bob, he said he's receive only in the M window.
I think he had to go to a doctor's appointment according to what the AIM window there, Bob.
Okay, very good, thanks. And we've got WA6LJS, John, who's listening every day. And thanks, John, for receiving from Hamul there. And also we have Mike in Belton, Texas, KJ5 by AI that gave the answer Alpha. And I think that's the bottom of our list. It's been a rough morning here, I guess. So anyway, did I miss anybody this morning on today's list? K1B calling. Anybody that may have been missed this morning, please come now.
Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo, be visitor check-in.
Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo. Well, good morning. What's your name and location, sir? Welcome to the Flyers.
Yeah, hey Bob, it's Chris. I'm Chris, and I'm in Tempe, Arizona. Just listening out. I'm on an experimental extended double ZEP, so you guys let me know how it's working. Getting ready for field day here, trying out a double ZEP that's 86 feet long in the backyard. So I think the aircraft I think they said 33 years old, but I could be wrong. But yeah, we're definitely due for some replacements, that's for sure. So we're making the APU, the auxiliary power unit for the Air Force One. So it's not us holding it up. We wish everybody well. WG7B.
Okay, very good, Chris. I didn't know you guys did APUs. I thought you did engines mostly. Well, I guess that is an engine, isn't it? A small turbine engine. Very good, Chris. We'll put you down for that answer. And as far as your antenna's doing wonderful. You're an S9 here. I just spoke to, 3 others down in Arizona a few minutes ago, and you're the loudest by far this morning. So it's doing well. Always good to hear you from Tempe. I've been down there a few times, and I think I told you they're affiliated with the university there. About a trailer down there, too. It's right near you. Anyway, that was it. Thanks for joining us, Chris. And you're right. They're wearing out the aircraft, and that's why Trump's trying to push them, I think, by saying we're going to take a younger Qatar jet that they're giving us, and he can put it in his museum afterwards, I guess, or his library. So that would be interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm about going to give the answer here, and I think my judgment tells me not even to try a 73 round, but I will give the answer. Remind everybody, we will be on Echolink. If you have that, if you don't, you need to get it, because we talk on Echolink at the conclusion of every net. So we'll be on Echolink on the AFFC Alpha Foxtrot Charlie node, the Air Force Flyers Club node. So if you can bring that up, we're happy to talk to you. We get a pretty good group each day. Well, I won't repeat the question. We're looking at how old are the current 747-200 Bravo aircraft? How old are they? Well, I heard in the news many times, Trump first said, I've heard him say 40 years old, 41 years, very, very old, and I also heard him say 42 years old. I go, well, wait a minute, it can't be all that. So the answers are, and a lot of you got these right. Alpha was not an answer. Alpha 25 years was not an answer. That was false. Answer Bravo, 35 years. That is the correct answer. Bush Sr. was the first president to get the current Air Force One 747, and it was delivered to George Bush for use 35 years ago. 35 years ago. That was 1990. So that answer is correct. Also, Charlie is correct. 38 years ago, the current 747 was delivered. 38 years ago, in 1987, actually, for military upgrades. It was delivered to the Air Force, but they weren't ready until a few years later. So they could deliver it to George Bush 2 years later. So, answer Delta was false, although the president had said it a few times. I heard it with my own ears, and Echo was false also. That's one thing he's saying. I think he's using it as leverage to try to get Boeing off their butts. But even if he takes the Qatar airliner, they're going to take a year or two probably to get that upgraded, and we might get a year of use out of it before the new ones are ready. I don't know. We will find out. Maybe he's going to go to an Airbus next. I don't know. That'll put pressure on Boeing, huh? So the answers were Bravo or Charlie. Bravo or Charlie. Most everybody got that right. So well done to most folks. And this is K1BOB. I'm going to ask for any last comments. Any last comments by exception here, because the conditions are pretty rough, and I know you're not having a good time hearing me. So with that, are there any last comments for the net? Any quibbling over the question? Anybody don't believe the answers on that? Hey, Dale, would you put a call out for any last comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick comment there, Bob, since you turned it over to me, W5OG. Carolyn is sitting right here. She says that, she knew that Mrs. Reagan actually picked the light blue color. And so that's a bit of information there. And she knew her, so I guess that's pretty close, pretty accurate information. It was actually Mrs. Reagan that picked the light blue color on the current Air Force One. But yeah, you're exactly right. It was 35 years and 38, depending on when the Air Force got 38 years ago, and the airplane was delivered in 90 and 91. And we left in August of 89, so we missed all that. But we did have the pleasure of meeting both the Reagans and the Bush seniors. Anyway, let me put out a call. Any last check-ins or last comments for the net before Bob closes it? W5OG, over. I guess no takers, Bob. W5OG, back to net.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dale, and Carolyn there for Mrs. Bush selected the light blue color. I think it looks pretty good, actually. But who knows what the next one's going to be. I think it might have red on it also. Red, white, and blue. Well, I guess we got a few years apart there, Dale and Carolyn. We kind of did similar stuff you did, and we get to be a vice wing commander twice. At Tinker, we got to bring in and go through the whole run-up of getting a presidential jet into Tinker. We got pictures. In fact, one of them's on the internet here. Charlie's, he shows it once in a while there, of myself and the commander there with Bush Jr. getting out of the jet. So we got to meet Bush Jr. And I don't know if it was worth it. All the gyrations you have to go through. Had to completely close down base operations. And golly, they were everywhere around the base. A lot of hoopla goes into that. That's for sure. And one did the same thing kind of from afar from Hill Air Force Base when, I don't know who it was, came in there, Clinton maybe. That was the same thing, but he went straight down to Salt Lake, so we didn't see much of him. But we had to lock down the base, basically. So it is what it is. Good comments there, Carolyn and Dale. And any other comments for the net? This is K1BOB, and we're going to go over to Echo Link shortly. Any other comments? Anybody?
Kilo 7 Tango Victor Romeo.
Kilo 7 Tango Victor Romeo. Good copy. Good morning, sir. Any comments for the Air Force Flyers? Give us your name and location, please.
My name is Terry. Retired Air Force 27 and a half years. Based in Arizona. And I was in the presidential wing 89 with aircraft 26000. I think we still have thinkers, maybe. I'm not sure. Just thought I'd let you have that information over.
Oh, great, Terry. Well, that's wonderful. Appreciate your service to the Air Force. And, yeah, boy, we'd love to hear more of your exploits and what you've done in the Air Force there. 27 and a half years. That's a good stint. So K7 TVR. Why don't you come back and see us again sometime? You can get on our website at airforcesflyersclub.org anytime. And we're on this frequency starting at 1500Z just about an hour ago every day of the year as best we can on this frequency. So, Terry, we'd love to have you join us and tell us about your Air Force exploits. Over to you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad to have you here join us, and you're S7, S8 here on 100 watts. I'm up in Idaho. I'll give you that website here slowly. It's Air Forces, plural. Air Forces Flyers, plural, club.org. Get on there, and you can learn a lot about us and see bios on many of us there. You'll find it interesting. But we'd love to have you join us and learn more about you and your career, sir. So we'll give you a 73 for now. Thanks for checking in. We began an hour ago at 1500Z, just about an hour ago. Glad. I'm glad I gave you an extra call. I'm going to do this again. Any other check-ins or comments for the Air Force Flyers? Please come now. Okay, I think I got it. Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Yankee Sierra. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, sir. On the net, I've been on the net before. I got referred to you guys by Kilo Golf 5 June. You're an Air Force guy. I'm retired from the Army. This is the first time, actually the second time that I've been actually able to talk and hear somebody on the net. It's kind of crazy. But good hearing you guys, and they're here monitoring. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, glad you're in there. And KJ5HYS, yeah, James, KJ5PTE is, well, he's a good Samaritan out there recruiting all the time in amateur radio. He's on this morning, actually, too. So, very good. And what's your first name, please?
I got your first name be Ernesto, Echo Romeo November, Echo Sierra Tango.
Okay, I think you said Ernesto. Very good. And, well, we'll leave you for now, sir, and please feel free to join us anytime. We began an hour ago. We begin at 1500 UTC, 1500 UTC every day this time of year during daylight life savings. So thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Good work.
And that's so thanks.
With that, I better close down the net here. I'm going to go over to Echolink and relinquish this frequency for regular amateur radio use. This is K1BOB. I'm shutting down the electric radio, as they say. Everybody have a good day. 73 from the Flyers.